Okay, this is some of my homemade tackle, fishing tackle that I made for an ultralight tackle box I'm putting together. Right here, this is not done yet. You can obviously see where it's going. And of course it needs a wire in there, and then that wire needs to be epoxied in, and then the hooks put on and painted and all that. These here are bullet weights, painted with primer like that, and painted on each side with spray can of fluorescent paint, so it presents both sides. There's a solid, well, that's not actually, that one's not solid. That's a two-parter too. Also, two-parter also. There's a solid fluorescent pink and a solid fluorescent green or yellow, something like that. There's an example of inline spinner. You know, the spinner blades right there. Those are made of soda can tops. You can use beer can tops or soda can tops, whatever. And what you do is you can just kind of hammer them to shape with a ball peen hammer. And then, file them to shape first, and then hammer them into shape with a ball peen hammer. If you have this kind here, you'll notice that the hole is down a little bit further because that does not require a clevis. So you place that directly on the wire. It's been painted with fluorescent green, and this was kind of a failed experiment. I tried to glue a pattern on there. Tried to glue a pattern on that earlier, and it didn't work out because it was just on the solid piece of aluminum, so it just eventually, after it dried, it just slid off. So maybe it'll take now that there's paint there. That was primered first and then sprayed. Of course, we got beads here, beads there. You've already seen that. So that's some of my homemade tackle. I haven't decided on the pattern of this. It's sort of a Japanese minnow, and it's going to be a piece of foil along each side, and then a little bit of black or blackish green on the top, and then, you know, maybe some kind of patterns there on the side. This was made with a piece of firewood, if I didn't say that earlier. It was just a piece of redwood firewood. So hopefully that comes out well. Anyway, that's it for this one. Yeah, this was hand carved. This was hand carved from a piece of firewood also. Decided to also show that. Needs some work. It's just pretty much carved with a, you know, just a small chunk of firewood carved with a small knife, and then finished up with sandpaper, and occasionally hitting it with a, you know, portable Dremel. Anyway, decided to throw that in there too. And other things I have are braided worm lures, which I'll show perhaps sometime either in this video or some other one. Okay, there's a finished inline spinner. That one's done. See here, I got a lot more to go. And I already had those earlier. But I think that should work fine. I checked it out in the water. It spins okay. I just hope it catches fish now. That's it for this one. Bye.